Stuckey, outright, stuffed. It is set point. South Florida once down 5. The Bulls have caught fire. Snyder called game and match. Bulls sweep the Ospreys. One of the biggest matches in the AAC is in Tampa, Florida, as the Rice Owls face the South Florida Bulls. You're watching The American on ESPN. Here's the picture. Rice 6-0 in AAC play. South Florida 6-0. Somebody will leave this building tonight with a statement win and the inside track to an AAC regular season crowd. Welcome courtside, everybody, alongside the former center, Madison Bragan. Ryan Urquhart with you. And Madison, this match has all the drama and intrigue you could ask for. At the end of this one, like we said, a landmark statement kind of win for one of these programs.
It does. Both of these teams have dominated in the first month of conference play.
Great job by NC State to keep it alive. Sawtelle got a piece, and South Florida takes the second. Saved by Sawtelle, Bulls get a free ball out of it. Antarfer binds on try, just solo stuff for the Bulls. That is her 4th block already. Alongside Madison Bragan, the former player, I'm Ryan Urquhart, and Madison, these are two teams that have taken huge steps forward over the last couple of years, both angling for the NCAA tournament this year. This is a big RPI opportunity on both sides.
It's a huge opportunity. I mean,
it is Breast Cancer Awareness Day here for South Florida Volleyball, and one of the great stories for South Florida is Kelly Dreyfuss. She is the Volunteer Director of Operations. For those who don't know, that's the person who organizes the road trips and gets everything right and settled for the South Florida program, is beloved amongst the Bulls. She was recognized before the game as she overcame a battle with cancer, was diagnosed in 2020 and had a double mastectomy, came back from that, continues to inspire and help propel this program forward. And she highlighted that this disease is something that affects everybody, men and women, and we have to shine a light on it. Reminds people to be vigilant. Go get your mammograms at 35 earlier if it runs in your family. And players and coaches alike highlighted the impact that she's had on them personally and as players.
it's such a special moment, and you can tell how much she means to this team. And being the director of operations is not an easy job. She has a lot to take care of, and that's something special that South Florida.
Her day job is as a cybersecurity civil servant with NASA. 3 decades of high school volleyball coaching experience. All this highlighted in an article by USF senior writer Joey Johnston as Memphis as the first point of the set. Just a really interesting and outstanding human in this program.
Absolutely is.
Well, how about that? You organize a Division I volleyball program. In your off time, you work for NASA in your day job. She said, I would have taken tickets at the door, anything, to work with a Division I program. NC State and South Florida for the 5th time. Here we go. Caroline Dykes for Kavanaugh. Overpass. Bulls will have another shot at it. This time to the left side for Sawtelle, and it's the NC State block who comes up with the first point.
Great way for Andrade to start off with a perfect pass. That's one thing the Bulls are going to need to do really well in this match to stay in system to go against NC State's block.
Both teams coming off of sweet victories against North Florida in this weekend so far. Cabello serves. Dykes on a back set for Kavanaugh. The Georgia transfer denied. Back to her. Off the fingertips, NC State will get a chance. Out of system. The swing from Rice, who's handled. Into the middle for TC Pulhees for South Florida's first point.
That's a great swing by TC Pulhees. You see time and time again, she is always up. As a middle, you have to work in transition, and there she got a perfect set and was able to get the kill.
You and I were talking about TC Pulhees before the match and just how dynamic she is for South Florida and all the elements she brings as a middle.
She does. She's an all-around player. There we see her going to the floor. Middle not afraid to do so.
And the middle helps out South Florida to get another point. TC Pulhees making the early impact. But that kind of fires you up as a team too. And you have a middle who can do things defensively, who can chase after balls, is a little bit more well-rounded.
It does, and I think for the team, I saw to my left the team go crazy for TC when she got that dig right there.
Tough reception And Broussard with the swing. Out of system for Ali Kavanaugh. And Bryant receives on a short set back to Broussard. Sawtelle swipes it across, and it pinballs down.
Nice decision by Sawtelle. You see a double block up there. That's an experienced player, knowing that you cannot swing right through those hands. Off-speed shot is sometimes just all it takes.
Bulls have scored 3 unanswered after giving up the opening point. Wolfpack will try the middle. It's solo rejected by South Florida. And second time's the charm. They work it through the seam. NC State breaks the run.
Nice swing, swinging high hands through the block. It's a great out-of-system set. Being able to get your hitter high up onto the net to make an aggressive swing is really important as a libero.
The junior out of Novi, Michigan, Ava Broussard, will send it away. Dykes on a back set for Kavanaugh. Tools the block point South Florida. It seems like the Bulls have really gone to number 22 a lot early.
They have, and Kavanaugh doing a great job getting her feet to that ball. A little bit of a quicker inside set, but able to get there quick enough to use the hands of the outside blocker.
Foster will serve. Ali Kavanaugh was instrumental in the 2 big wins against Florida and Ohio State up in Gainesville. Had 18 and 19 kills respectively in either of those matches. Long set to the left side, and the swing from Bryant is dug up. Sawtelle off the hands, and a diving save along the sideline. Kicked up in the air. NC State finds a way to keep it elevated. Dykes dumps it, punched in the air by Groom. Andrade covers the corner. Sawtelle into the block, and it comes through again for NC State. What a rally. It comes up Wolfpack.
A great rally, and you see Rice on the right side able to shut down that block. That's one thing that Coach LeBay said, is their right pins need to be able to slow down the South Florida outsides.
Jolene Shepherdson considered a challenge there, did not use it. And Sky Stokes, the libero, and one of the best servers you'll find in the country. Tip shot over from Hartfield. Big swing into the solo block attempt. Can't chase it down on the sideline.
I like that decision to go to the right pin and making it a quick, fast set, catching USF's blockers a little bit off guard. I think we're going to see a lot of fastballs to the right side to Rice.
Stokes 11 nationally in active career aces. And Sawtelle will get her off the service line with the kill. One thing that both coaches told us throughout the week coming into this match was putting pressure on the other team and serve receive were 2 big points of emphasis at this point of the year.
They were starting behind the service line, being able to stay aggressive and keep the team out of system. Both teams have a really strong middle blocking lineup, so to keep them out of system stops that middle threat from becoming a problem for either side.
Jolene Shepherdson, the former player at South Florida. I told you in her 5th season has turned this program around as she did Cal State Bakersfield and San Jose State prior. NC State comes through with another point. And they catch South Florida a bit flat-footed.
A little bit of a miscommunication there. You'll see Andrade is the hitter in this situation. You always want your outside ready to hit, so she was transitioning there, but just a slight miscommunication.
23rd career ace for Amanda Rice, who serves again. Andrade out of system to Sawtelle. She'll fire a free ball. Cabello goes to the pin, and Sawtelle tried to dig it up, but it goes wide. Courtney Bryant gets the point.
Very powerful swing by Bryant there, going right at the middle back defender. Sawtelle just unable to keep that one in the court.
These 2 teams kind of have a mirror image in terms of vibes. Last year, NC State going 22-7 was their first 20-win season since 2017. South Florida in a similar boat last year, first 20-win season since 2018. As that finds the floor for an NC State point.
Both teams with growing programs, specifically for NC State. We've seen a growth in RPI in the last 2 years and a growth in the team overall.
Foster just couldn't get beneath it. And NC State has scored 4 unanswered. And there's a timeout on the floor. NC State with the early lead in the first set. Plenty for the Bulls to discuss.